Okay, you guys, it's so quiet in the house. It's been so quiet this week. And it's not a good thing. Timmy's gone because he needed to be there for his family, and everything is okay. Luckily, everything is okay. And I'm on my own, not for a good reason, but I'm trying to soak in all the goodness from all this independence and all this quiet. I have a sound machine going with water noise. I have candles lit. It's dark and gloomy in LA right now. Oh my God, it's so cozy. I am going to have to record this in installments because I do have to go pick up Sunny soon. This has been a week of being in a million different places for a million different things and showing up in a lot of different ways, but it's grounded me. I feel like I always on here just sound like such a gross diva, and I wanted to do a little life lately but deeper episode, not in a dramatic way, but just in a real human let's check in kind of a way, the stuff underneath all the errands and the emails and the calendar invites. So here is where I'm at. Let's start with a high first, okay? Let's do a little high, a little low, and then maybe a little LOL. Going back to what I was saying at the beginning, my high this week has definitely been all the time that I've gotten alone with Sunny while Timmy's been gone. It wasn't some big emotional breakthrough. It was just more the steady rhythm of us being together and having that FaceTime and one-on-one time without any distractions. He's at this age where his little personality is just really sharpening. He's making jokes that are actually making sense. He's realizing when he's doing something wrong and apologizing for it and having real conversations with me about it. And he tells these long-winded stories that sometimes make zero sense, and sometimes I don't know if he's lying to me, but honestly, just the fact that he's speaking to me so much makes me feel so good. So I've been trying this little thing where instead of just waiting for a big special moment to feel connected, I pay attention to the small ones when they're happening. In the morning when he's still sleeping, but he's sort of waking up and he reaches for me and just wants to know that I'm there. Those moments of him still needing me just make me feel so warm and cozy inside. And I don't know, I just notice when I am noticing something good, even tiny, I'm trying to say it out loud to myself or say it in my head. And I feel like it keeps me more present. That has been my high. My low, on the other hand, was at the same time just I was saying, managing all the logistics alone. It's not that many. I'm just a working mom with one child. I don't have it hard at all. And I don't mind being on my own with Sunny. I love it. It's just the brain space of keeping everything organized that drains me. The mental tabs, the remembering, the scanning for what I forgot. Am I at the right place? Is it the right time? How much time do I have to leave in order to be somewhere? It's all the pickups, the drop-offs, the prep work, and then making sure that I'm doing the work that I need to prep for everything. And it just feels like running a small company on my own right now while also trying to be a functional human being and taking care of myself. So all the things, all the normal pathetic things that I always talk about, but I do feel like I've been replacing the question, what am I forgetting, with what actually matters today? What is it today that needs to get done, that I really want to get done for myself and for the people around me that I love and that need me. And I think just being intentional about those specific things will help you not be so chaotic, tabs open, all that shit. My LOL moment was definitely our anniversary. So on Friday, we celebrated our 10-year anniversary, and I don't know, I'm relieved we didn't go away because Timmy had to leave, and it was good that we were home and prepared to be flexible, but we planned to go to sumo and sushi, which was just insane. It was chaotic, but obviously strangely fun. Watching these grown men in diaper thongs was definitely a sight to see, but I love experiences. Like, I think experiences really bring Timmy and I together. And I think that sometimes when like relationships can feel more like just like a partnership and just more like every day, I think getting out, doing something that isn't part of your regular routine can like ignite a fun spark. Like, even my best friend and I were just talking. She said she had a fun night with her friends out this weekend with her husband that she said got them back on a fun track. So it doesn't have to be anything big. And I realized like I don't need all the romance. It doesn't need to be perfect. But I just feel like it was memorable in a random way. Like, I'll remember that forever. And then we went to Steak 48, which also had a random cast of characters and creatures. Oh my God. Wonderful service. Never been asked more if we were doing okay or if we needed anything else, to the point where we were like, okay. But whoa. I even felt young there, which was weird because I'm not. I mean, it's all relative. We know. All right. So I'm actually excited because we're going to Montana for Thanksgiving. We're taking my whole side of the family to the Montage Big Sky in Montana. And we usually do Thanksgiving at my mom's house, but we can't do it at my mom's house this year. It's just like too much for her to put on. And I didn't really want to host it, and no one really like stepped up, and no shade at all. So I like reached out to someone I knew through a friend, and we're all going to Montana, and like it's going to be an adventure. It's my mom, all 5 kids, our husbands / wives and kids. And I'm really, really looking forward to it. I have been to Montana, and it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. And I'm really, really excited to take my mom and get her out of the house and have this experience with her. And it's going to be such a shift from LA energy, which I think will be important for all of us, and such a change of scenery for all of us. I'm also trying something new this year, which is setting expectations before the chaos starts. Honestly, I just want to have like one nice dinner with everyone where like I can give a little bit of a toast and say how I feel. Not sure what that entails yet, but just something where I can be intentional and present and like express my love to everyone for being there. And then also just like one magical fun day in the snow for the kids. The younger kids want to ski, the older kids don't. Sonny's kind of stuck in the middle. I have to talk to him today about skiing. He's not going to want to do it if his older cousins aren't going to do it. But like, I also don't want him just not doing anything. But there's also tons of other things. Anyways, I'm like, am I boring you with all these details? Other than that, I just want it to be messy. I want it to be loud, maybe even slightly dysfunctional is fine. I'm prepared for it. It's freeing to just like choose your priorities and just like stick to them instead of thinking about some like vague idea of what holiday perfection looks like, because there isn't. It's not. It can't be. The holiday parties are coming, and my makeup bag is a mess, as is my bathroom counter. I've probably gone through every makeup phase: full glam, no glam. I woke up like this, but not really glam. But the one that has actually stuck, Jones Road Beauty. It's effortless, it's fresh, and it makes me look like I slept 8 hours, even when I definitely did not. The whole routine is so simple and quick. Their hero product is the Miracle Balm, and it just gives my skin that natural lit from within glow. Not like you're wearing makeup, but like your skin just looks amazing. I love that it enhances instead of hides, and that it can pretty much do everything. It's a blush, it's a bronzer, it's a tint, it's a highlight, even a little on the lips. It's the ultimate grab and go and keep in your bag always product, especially during the holiday season when you're running from school drop off to work to dinner. Right now, Jones Road has their most giftable collection ever, 5 limited edition holiday trios with new shades, packaging, and products that make the most perfect gifts for beauty lovers, and a few extras for yourself. Let's be real. The best part about Jones Road Beauty, it's all good for your skin. Clean, multitasking products that help you look like you, just a little more glowy. This holiday season, simplify your routine with makeup that's clean, strategic, and multifunctional. From November 18th to December 1st, Jones Road is doing their first ever Black Friday sale. Go to jonesroadbeauty.com to get up to 20% off site-wide. That's jonesroadbeauty.com for up to 20% off your entire order. After you purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. This episode is brought to you by Minted, the easiest and most fun way to create beautiful, totally custom holiday cards. I have to say, the card we designed makes me LOL every time I look at it. We used this photo of me, Timmy, and Sunny all getting ready in a bathroom and then added in a picture of Penny to complete our family. It's chaotic and fun and very much us. And that is what I love about Minted. You can make something that feels real, personal, and even unexpected. Their designs are created by independent artists, so every card feels special and original. The quality is next level, and the customization options make it so easy to get exactly what you're envisioning. The whole process of designing, addressing, and sending out holiday cards could be quite stressful and overcomplicated, but Minted makes the entire experience so seamless. You can upload your photo or photos, test out layouts in seconds, and they even offer free recipient addressing, which is huge and a major time saver. It takes all the stress out of it so you can actually enjoy sending them out. So whether you want something classic, funny, or just unique, Minted helps you make a card that people will want to keep on their fridge or mantle all season long. Bring your traditions to life with independent art and design this holiday season. Use code WITH for 20% off Minted holiday cards, gifts, and wrapping paper. Again, that's code WITH for 20% off your Minted holiday cards, gifts, and wrapping paper. This episode is brought to you by Neiman Marcus, your home for the most exceptional gifts. Okay, 'tis the season right now, so we got to talk about holiday shopping. When I actually manage to get ahead of it, I actually enjoy the hunt of presents that feel thoughtful and special. I always find myself inspired the moment I start browsing Neiman Marcus. It's just such a treasure trove, and there's something for everyone. From the Dries sneakers, my favorites. They're a little pricey, but I wear them so much. And the newest it bags to gourmet treats and beauty must-haves for friends, the cutest kids' clothes and toys for my nieces and nephews and friends' kids, and most likely a few things I definitely didn't need, but somehow made it into my cart anyway. The Neiman Marcus gift guides are curated to perfection, and if you are feeling overwhelmed by it all, their style advisors are there to help you find the right thing for anyone at any price point. It's luxury gifting made simple. And speaking of luxury, I have to mention the fantasy gifts feature of the Neiman Marcus shopping experience. So they are legendary. They're legendary, one-of-a-kind experiences that are honestly just fun to browse. There's a yacht voyage, a luxury Yellowstone voyage through the West that ends at the Amangiri in Utah, and even a custom Louboutin equestrian saddle. Insane. Very much out of my budget, but so fun and inspiring if any of you can afford it. Scrolling through them makes me want to get so much more creative with my gifts and just think outside the box. So if you're looking for gifts that will actually surprise and delight, head to Neiman Marcus. It's the ultimate destination for holiday gifting for everyone on your list, and a few things for yourself. Okay, something that's been on my mind lately. These are just like random little prompts that I've been thinking about, we as a team have been thinking were interesting to discuss. And the one thing that's the question that's part of our date night is just something on my mind. And I think it's just like important to verbalize, get it off our chest. It's cathartic. But for me right now, it's just like how quickly everything is shifting. The routines, the feelings, the versions of our kids, the relationships, ourselves, like not in a sad way, in a clarifying way, in a way that allows me to put things into perspective. And I've just been noticing that the more aware I am of how fleeting these feelings are, the less likely I am to waste energy on tiny things that annoy me. Like I just feel like when something irritates me lately, I ask, is this like exhaustion? Is this me being overwhelmed, or is this a real issue that I need to do something about? And I feel like 90% of the time, I just need sleep or a snack. So I think that taking the time to look at where we are at in our lives, and I think that's a lot of what turning 40 is. It's this midlife review and reflect, and then how we want to act on it. So that's the thing that's been on my mind. An emotion that has been visiting me a lot this month is, okay, stay with me here. It's been a blend of confidence. I feel extremely sure of my path and of my place in the world, if you will. I know that sounds so grand, but with who I am, I'm cool. I'm cool with who I am. And I also feel this month specifically, which I'm really proud of, I've put a lot more focus and effort into my creative work projects, into really seeing things through. The one thing I just was so happy about was our strawberry dinner that we did at Leora. It made me realize the power of connectivity and how much I actually love it, and how I want to do these monthly and create this energy. And it's something that I thought that I would totally shy away from, but really creating this experience and this night from the beginning to the end was so gratifying for me. So just the follow through has been giving me confidence when I actually do pay attention to things and give my all, good things can happen from it. And that just you only get that from doing it, and you only get that from taking chances, and you only get more confidence from sometimes being insecure and taking risks and quieting those fears. Okay, I have to go pick up Sunny now, but next we're going to get into some stories we tell ourselves. Okay, we're back. We're back from pickup. I did the pickup line. Sunny never likes when I do the pickup line. He prefers me to come in and pick him up, which I would love to do, but today I just really didn't feel like getting out of the car. Just one of those days. Then it started raining, and now it's sunny out. Does anybody even care about the weather? Okay, my next topic was going to be about stories we tell ourselves that may not be true anymore. And so I was thinking about this for myself. And I think for a long time, the story in my head has been, I should be more successful than I am. It's subtle, but it's exhausting. And honestly, unrealistic. It sets this invisible finish line that keeps moving every time I get close to it. I've done so many things that were my dream as a little girl. I just don't want to be this person that is just constantly striving for more and more. Lately, I've been wanting to shift more into giving myself credit for the life that I built, because I think that if I allow myself to give myself credit, that confidence then can build more power for me to go and do what I really want to do. I have a little tip though for this type of thing, and I did this recently where I wrote down everything I've done, everything, not just professionally, but emotionally, creatively, and seeing it on paper made it feel really, really real. I went as far back to what I accomplished in my 20s after the hills and my clothing line, to then in my 30s, having a child and navigating through grief and finding myself in my career and being more of a creative partner / consultant, and then also maintaining a healthy relationship with my family and a beautiful relationship with my husband. All of those things are so major. I've also found true happiness through all the grief. When there was a time a couple years ago where everything felt gray. Everything felt gray. As wonderful as everything is on paper around me, it just felt gray. And I think, if I'm being perfectly honest, a mix of my antidepressants and therapy and meditation, and then just being aware of where I'm at and not living in a bubble and not comparing myself to the 0.01% of the world, and just having some awareness has really helped me be able to stand in where I'm at. And even if I want a bigger house, and like a lake house, which are really like the two other things that I really yearn for, and another kid. Okay. Another kid, a lake house, and another house here in LA. Like, those are really the only things I yearn for. Okay. Like, if we're talking materialistic, like things, everything else I have. And so I need to give myself credit for what I have built. So that's that. I thought this was an interesting little prompt, a moment that I revisit from my past. And I thought this was an interesting prompt for everybody to think about. And I think that these come on a lot more often now that I'm a parent. Watching Sonny grow up and seeing him in these situations, they spark memories of the moments that I had in those situations. And so for me, there's been something that's been coming to the forefront of my mind over and over and over. And it's this memory from the 5th grade when I was at Warner Avenue Elementary School in Westwood. And I was actually, I'm sure I've said on here before, and this is so, again, like shameless brag, but the president of my school in the 5th grade. And I was like a go-getter. I was out there. Okay. And every Monday morning I had to speak in front of the whole school and give everybody like a little motivational speech, like, let's go, let's get this week, and like share any announcements for the week. And I remember my dad used to drive me to school every morning, and he would help me prep and write all these speeches in the car. And he really like just took it very seriously. He made it feel like we were crafting something really important, which was for me at the time, like very, very important. And I think that it gave me so much early confidence in my voice, and not in like, you can do anything, like you got this kind of way, but just more like your ideas matter and people will listen. And it just made me realize how much rituals from childhood end up shaping so much of how we are as an adult. And it just becomes so much clearer as we have kids, or at least it has for me. And it wasn't the speech, it was just like the consistency of someone believing that I had something to say and taking the time to work through it with me. I'm going to take a little breather, but we're going to get into some deep dive questions next. So stay tuned. You know, when you start cooking and realize you have 5 different oils sitting on the counter, there's the olive oil, the canola oil, the coconut oil, the avocado oil. And you're like, which one am I supposed to use right now? The go-to in our house lately has been the Primal Kitchen Pure Avocado Oil. It makes every recipe taste better, crispier, and like a little more chefy without the stress of switching oils every meal. This is your one and done healthy oil with good fats from avocados. It's perfect for everything from frying potatoes, grilling chicken, baking banana bread, to just making your morning eggs. Primal Kitchen avocado oil is pure, never blended, and quality tested, so you can feel confident about what's going into your pan and onto your plate. Plus, it has a light, neutral flavor that lets your food actually taste like your food, not your oil. And this is huge for me as someone who's just like super sensitive to flavors and textures. And Timmy's favorite part of using this oil is that it's a high heat superstar. So it can take the sizzle, it can take the grilling, the sauteing, the air frying, whatever is going down in your kitchen. Primal avocado oil can handle it. Unlike other oils that have such a lower smoke point and make your kitchen all stuffy and smoky, life is full of complicated choices and decisions, but this isn't one of them. Choose the oil that works hard, tastes great, and makes every meal feel a little more elevated. It's easier than ever to find Primal Kitchen Pure Avocado Oil because it's now available at Walmart. You can find Primal Kitchen in Walmart stores or online at walmart.com and primalkitchen.com. I know we've been talking about gifting, but it's crazy. It's just wild that we're back here mid-November, holidays upon us, and right back to the frenzy of gift giving. So this year, I am determined to skip the generic gifts that get forgotten by January. That's why the RealReal is officially my secret weapon for holiday shopping. If you're not familiar, the RealReal is the leading destination for authenticated luxury resale, a place where you can find meaningful, sustainable pieces that feel special to give and receive. In a world where so many gifts end up returned, regifted, or tossed, or forgotten, the RealReal offers a smarter, more thoughtful way to shop and one that's way less stressful. With 90% off retail, you can surprise your loved ones with treasures from brands like Fendi, Prada, Cartier, Bottega, Gucci, and so many more. Every single item is authenticated in person by luxury experts, so you always know it's the real deal. I've already scored a few amazing finds for the closet people in my life and even for myself. I just got a leopard Dolce & Gabbana shift dress. So cute. I also just did a pre-holiday closet clean out with my stylist, and I have a bunch of stuff that I'm about to sell. I'm so excited to get rid of it. And also the process of selling on RealReal could not be easier. They handle everything from photography to pricing and shipping. The RealReal is the world's largest and most trusted resource for authenticated luxury resale. With thousands of pre-loved luxury arrivals daily, no one does resale like the RealReal, and no one makes the holiday shine brighter than the RealReal. And now get $25 off your first purchase when you go to therealreal.com/wit. Therealreal.com/wit to get $25 off. We're back. Sunny's home from school. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do for the rest of the night. Maybe go in the jacuzzi, watch a movie. I need more movie suggestions for me and a little kid. I have been falling asleep within 5 minutes of each movie that we've watched at night, and he keeps on waking me up every 15 minutes like, Mom, you're missing it. I'm like, it's fine. Like watching bedtime stories with Adam Sandler, and then The Water Boy. And then I don't even know what we watched last night. Like I can't even remember. I took my go to sleep gummies and zoop, bye. So deep dive questions. All right. What's your anxiety's favorite lie? My anxiety's go-to lie is just like, you're messing everything up. And it's so dramatic and it's almost never true. And it really upsets me. And it upsets me when I just feel like I am an incapable human being, or when I tell myself that I am. And lately I've been catching myself when I tell myself that. And the awareness is everything. And when the thought shows up, I ask, is this feeling a fact? And I tell myself, no, sometimes it can be true. Sometimes it's not. And feelings pass. Facts don't. So just remember that. My most common triggers, I don't know, like I really don't like feeling brushed. I feel like I get anxious and stressed and don't have the capacity to like do anything fully or do it well. I really don't like when someone feels disappointed in me. That used to be a big trigger for me with my mom. Like I always had an immense sense of guilt, like if I wasn't showing up enough for her or helping with her parents enough or like going over enough. And that still comes less now because my siblings and I have figured out a good situation, and care.com is a huge reason for that, but more to come on that. But being overtired, like I've lately just been waking up between like 5 and 6 and then not being able to fall back to sleep. And I think that just strains me. And then I feel like I snap more at Sunny, or I don't listen to Timmy, and that is a trigger. Overscheduling myself, like not giving myself breathers, breaks to eat, moments to breathe, moments to work on my own to-do list. It's just like all of them, I feel like poke the same deeper place, which is just wanting to show up well for the people that I care about, and also wanting to show up for myself because I'm a selfish bitch. And I don't care that I am. Like, it's okay to take care of myself. We only have one life. Okay, the next deep dive. A fear that doesn't make sense on paper. All right, so a fear that I have that doesn't really like track logically is the worry that I'm not showing up enough for my family and friends, which is like what I just referred to. I just feel like, not in big ways, but sometimes I just feel like life is moving so fast and I'm such a type B person that I'm not remembering all the little things, and I'm not like a check-inner kind of person, and there's maybe a delayed response or two or a detail that I missed, and it's just like, it's really not about being unloved. It's just like about wanting to be a good presence, I guess, and wanting to be like value add. So I just feel like a little tip for myself that I've been doing when that fear shows up, I'll usually reach out to one person. Maybe it's one of my sisters. Maybe it's my best friend. Maybe it's you, Julia. One little text, one little small connection, and that can ground me. Just like having a little bit of a human interaction can help you feel less isolated. Okay, most predictable overthinking loop. All right. For me, it's just replaying conversations in my head. Did I overshare? Was I weird? Ugh. I really don't like overanalyzing my conversations after they have happened. I don't like it at all. And I feel like when you are a mom with kids in early elementary school and you're getting to know people, you're just like nonstop doing this and nonstop asking yourself afterwards if you were like awkward or weird or asked something too personal or stepped over a boundary or didn't do something right or whatever. But I just like, I'm trying to tell myself nobody cares. Like nobody's thinking about you as much as you're thinking about yourself, and just assume normal. Just assume you're normal because you are normal, and assume the interaction was normal unless proven otherwise. You're fine. People are reaching out to hang out, like you're fine. Okay. The last thing that made me cry, honestly, I was talking to Timmy yesterday. He's, like I keep saying, on the East Coast going through something emotional, and I could just hear it in his voice, and I knew it was a hard day, and I just wanted to hug him. For me, it wasn't sadness. It was just the feeling of wanting to like take away his sadness, just like wanting to be there physically, but not really being able to. So a few tears shed. But other than that, like I've been pretty chill on the crying lately. Have to say, been taking my meds regularly, something I'm very proud of. Consistency in small ways, small ways. All right, something that I'm doing out of fear instead of desire. I think for me, this is probably saying yes to opportunities because I'm afraid that they won't come again, that I won't be invited to something again. I don't know, that I just won't get it again. And I don't know, like I don't want to say yes out of fear. I am working on choosing from actual desire, not like fear of missing out. And I think that the more things that I do that I believe in, that I want to be at, will like shine outward, and then that will come back. Like that is just manifesting 101. But I don't know. I think that sometimes thinking about how other people are going to respond to a yes or a no can really hold us back from sticking to what we want to do. So I think like a little tip is asking yourself, like, if no one knew my answer, what would I choose? And I think that's a way to really know what your like inner self is yearning for. Okay, now a little fun part. My toxic traits. This was fun. This is fun to prepare for. My toxic trait in a grocery store is going in hungry and then ending up buying everything and wanting everything on the shelf, and then letting so much go to waste and just spending so much money at the grocery store. Like lately we've been going to Gelson's, and like I love it, but it's so expensive. I think we've talked about grocery store issues on this podcast, but we have yet to find like our perfect grocery store. Like we go to different places for different things. But anyways, I go in hungry, I panic purchase, like I'm preparing for an apocalypse, and then half the things end up being aspirational produce, and then I'm wasteful and I feel shitty about myself. So that's my toxic trait at the grocery store. All right, in an airport, it's very similar, but I need to stock up. I need to have snacks on hand. Like I really don't like going hungry. Aside from what people may think, I have to have a snack at all times. And lately my favorite little one is those to-go olives that they've been having at the airport. Oh my God, I get like 1 million of those and snack on those. I love olives, but I come in with like a huge bag of snacks. And then also I'm a classic chronic overpacker, and I don't want to be. And this trip to Montana, I'm scared. Like I'm scared to pack for the layers. I really don't like packing for cold weather. Any tips? I'm open to one. Timmy now though knows in terms of the snacks on the plane. Like at first he'd be kind of annoyed that I would have this huge bag of snacks and then I would like take it with me throughout the trip, and like we'd carry it with me wherever we went. And now he's just like, whatever, fuck it. Like, this is something Whitney needs to have to feel like safe with food. I'll carry it for her. All right. My toxic trait at a restaurant is something that unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know, like Timmy has given me. It's like, I want to order immediately and then I want to get the check immediately. I can sit and eat and hang for a while food is there and drinks are there. But like, I want to get my order in. And then once we're done, I want to pay the check and I want to know that that's done. I don't know. It's just my toxic trait. And I wish that I weren't like that. But like, I also don't love going out to eat. It's like, I don't love it. I don't know why. It's not like a fun experience for me. As we know, I eat to live. I don't live to eat. So, that's my toxic trait when it happens. But one thing I'm trying to, like, a tip I'm giving myself is that I try to have like one little intentional pause before ordering. And then after finishing, like realizing, taking it all in, realizing where we're at, who we're with, being appreciative, and hopefully that will help. Okay. My toxic trait in my car is just that I'm disgusting. I'm so messy. My car is basically like a traveling biography of my week. Like right now it's filled with sweaters that I need to take to the dry cleaner that are my mom's old ones that she needs for the trip. It has like leftover Halloween costume stuff, 2 jackets that are just like backup jackets, a yogurt from Sunny's breakfast this morning, a coffee of mine from this morning. There were some gummies. It hasn't been cleaned in months. It's so gross. Like, I don't want anyone coming in it. It's like has like dirt and sand and dust and blah. Good news for me is that it's about to rain, so I don't need to rush to the car wash. I'm so disgusting. One helpful tip that I have been doing though is keeping like a little bag of trash, like keeping a trash bag in the car so I can like at least accumulate things and it's not just like flying randomly around the car. I also always have wipes in there, or at least I usually do. So that's like a cool type A thing of me to do. All right. Well, you guys, this has been fun. This is where my head has been. I feel like it's a mix of like comfort, some steadiness, a little overwhelm, a good dose of reflection, humor, missing Timmy for the humor, and a lot of just like adjusting to stories that I tell myself and listening to the things that I tell myself. I'm learning that I don't have to have perfect clarity to feel grounded. I don't need to have everything figured out. Each day is a different adventure to overcome. And I just need to be aware. Like, I just need to be aware of what's going on. And I need to have a willingness to like course correct without spiraling. So that's me for the week. This has been a fun reflection. Peace in the streets, guys. And I'll see you next week.